they put a target on their back for them to get stabbed, jumped, murdered.
Now, Andrew Tate has been sitting inside a federal jail in Miami for almost 2 weeks. And according to his own lawyer, the situation inside is becoming pretty dangerous for Tate.
The allegations that they've been accused of are some of the worst allegations in the world.
Right.
And in particular, those types of allegations,
he ain't lying though,
sexual assault, and anytime you involve a child, let me tell you right now,
prisoners don't
that
like that.
doesn't play well for anyone politically in jail.
Okay.
So it's got nothing to do with their ability to defend themselves or this or that. It's got to do with the fact that they put a target on their back for them to get stabbed, jumped, murdered, whatever it is in jail, because that is how jail politics and how does that.
You ain't lying about that. I ain't think about that.
Works. There's a pecking order in jail. It's very real.
So basically, his lawyer, Joseph McBride, said that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are being harassed because of the sexual offenses and the CSAM charges against them. And in the statement that his lawyer made, he said that the allegations that they're facing have placed a target on their backs in jail. And he warned that they could potentially be stabbed, jumped,
ain't lying
or
about that. They
need
to goddamn
so
duck the taco up in there.
Reports about if Andrew had been attacked in jail, but aside from the statement that his lawyer made, I couldn't really find that. But this is what his lawyer is saying. So as you guys know, Andrew and his brother Tristan were arrested by U.S. Marshals in Miami on July 18, and the arrest was connected to the British authorities.
And I think what jail? Let me see. What jail are they in? Because if they're in the feds, where is Tristan and Andrew Tate being held right now? They are at a they're in the feds. They're in a federal detention center. So it should be a little easier on them, honestly. You know what I'm saying? They life probably not as in danger as they would be if they was at like a state jail or something like that. But I mean, we still jail is jail. So, but I'm sure they happy to be in U.S. jail over being in the Romanian jail. Fuck you,
brother. And so right now they're fighting a combined.
They're in the four-star hotel right now.
Allegations of rape, assault, trafficking for sexual exploitation, CSAM charges. We know that Andrew Tate before this was really out here saying like, "Hey, you guys come and get me," right? We've seen the clips.
Tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Come get me, raid my house, take my stuff. You think I sleep with a phone full of evidence? You think I don't wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb? Come get me, arrest me.
And so I'm not sure if he thought he would be in this position eventually, but here we are now. Now, a few days ago, we also talked about that Andrew has been placed in the special housing unit, also known as the SHU. So he's basically separated from the regular inmate population. And his lawyer has described it as solitary confinement. It says the placement is partially connected to the danger surrounding their case. And this is something that Andrew was actually complaining about online. But the same isolation that Tate was complaining about might actually be the very thing that's preventing other inmates from reaching him. Now, his lawyer basically called the solitary confinement that Andrew was in torture. And then Andrew was mentioning about how
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, niggas don't talk about that enough. I feel like that's some crazy shit when you really think about it. You sitting in this little ass concrete room cell with a toilet, a light that damn near don't go off. Like, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy ass shit when you really think about it. Like, go in your bathroom and just sit there for an hour. Just sit there. Leave your phone. Leave everything. Just sit there in there. You can't go in the cabinets because you're in jail. Ain't no cabinets. Ain't nothing to do. Get you a book and just sit there and see how long you can sit there without talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, that's how I be thinking. And it's like, that shit is crazy, gang. I ain't gonna cap. That shit. I've been in a cell by myself one time. Have you ever needed your paycheck to just come a little early? Like, yeah, you get paid on Friday, but it's Tuesday and you need the money now. There's a banking app called Current, and they got a whole bunch of super useful features on this app. And one of the best features is it lets you access up to $750 of your paycheck early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full list of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, the build card, and more. Now, Paycheck Advance is my favorite, but if you focused on building credit or if you just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. And I know how I feel for your paycheck to be coming Friday, but you need your money Monday and it's an emergency and you need that money now and you can't get that money now because you gotta wait, but you can't wait. And that's why I partner with them. And right now they're giving $75 to anybody who signs up for the current app using the link that's in my description or scanning the QR code that's on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter your information, and order your current card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option that pops up to enter my promo code. And that promo code is going to access your $75 when you switch your direct deposit. Make sure you go through the full sign up process so you do not miss out on the $75. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or even just tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Helping people just like you stay more on top of your finances. And it wasn't even for that long. It was probably for like 30 minutes. And as soon as that wall, and I knew I was coming home. Like I had already bailed out. I was in regular jail. I had already bailed out. You know what I'm saying? So I was just waiting for the bail to go through. But in the meantime, between time, they sent us upstairs to like one of the decks or whatever. So we had our little jumpsuits on, and I felt that shit was fucked up, nigga. Because before that, I had always just been in like the holding tank or, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the lobby, getting my, you know what I'm saying? It was more like you stuck in a classroom type shit. But this, and the cell wasn't that small. They had 2 bunks. It was small, but it was, you know, this was in Miami. And I was in that bitch by myself for probably like 30 minutes before. As soon as they closed the door, we was probably in there. We was sitting in the middle. They went on lockdown. Everybody went to their cell. I had a cell by myself. Some people had cellies. And I stayed there for like 30 minutes, and then me and my homies end up, like, the bailout went through, and we took our ass home. But, like, them little 20, 30 minutes was crazy, gang. Then I look back, and I realized I ain't even had no water. I'm like, damn, I don't got no water in this motherfucker. No book, no pencil, no shit. I'm just in here with a little ass window. I could see outside, like by the freeway. I'm like, this shit was fucked up, gang. I can't imagine doing that for those $3 too. I can't imagine that shit.
The water faucet is broken. Bottled water is not permitted in his section. And apparently, he's been drinking warm water from a dirty shower faucet. And he says that this has caused persistent stomach problems. And then he said a bunch of other things like they don't have normal phone access, which is interesting because he's basically putting up a bunch of tweets, right? But I think that's his team. But anyway, these were the things that Andrew was claiming, and jail officials have not publicly verified that his water is contaminated or that it caused his stomach problems. Now, the most interesting thing about this entire thing is that the public image that Andrew has built is definitely colliding with the reality of federal detention. We know that when it comes to being behind bars, ain't no Bugattis or private jets or cigars and mansions and all that. This is jail, so it's not going to be comfortable, and yeah, definitely no Bugattis in there. And by the way, how Andrew is even able to post all these tweets, according to his lawyer, he's not the one physically posting the tweets, but the ideas are coming from him. So because his legal team are basically in communication with him every day right now, he's passing the messages through them, and they're the ones posting on social media for him. Now, for a guy like Andrew Tate, it is really important to control the narrative about himself, and because social media is the place that he blew up and gained all this popularity, the driving force behind his name and maintaining his fan base is his social media presence. And that's, of course, a big reason why we're seeing all these updates from him. Now, another thing that's been going on is this, and this is pretty funny, honestly. So there's apparently a bunch of Andrew Tate fans who are traveling from different parts of the world all the way to Miami to support him. And the most viral one is from this guy right here. I came across this clip on social media. And this dude right here actually said that he spent $50,000 just to travel from Dubai all the way to Miami to advocate for Andrew Tate. Listen to what he said.
And I've spent $50,000 in a trip from Dubai to Miami just to make this very video. I'm not a judge, and I haven't seen the evidence. But guess what? Neither has any single one of you, including all of the haters. The UK government is throwing countless allegations with "trust me, bro" type of wording, and is not releasing any tangible proof of any of it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I will say. They ain't, like, when you hear somebody get locked up for shit like that, you want to see a video, a text message. You want to hear something come out. You know what I'm saying? You at least know a story, or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't heard none. And I've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting. I don't know what the process is because they, you know, it's a different country that's at the end of the day charging them. The US is not charging them with anything. It's the UK. But like usually in these situations, it'd have been a viral photo that came out or a viral video or something. Like you remember when NBA YoungBoy was like he was like beating up his girlfriend in the hotel room, or like Diddy was beating up his girlfriend in the hotel hallway or whatever, like something like that, where it's like, oh damn, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's over with already, like closed case, like type shit. R. Kelly got a video, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Usually, when you hear the crazy charges they got on these niggas, usually you hear some damning evidence where it's like, okay, I can't get they on some weird shit. I ain't heard that though. It feel like it's been a few weeks too.
Of people like this.
Let me see how long
this tweet that said, "For the people holding signs outside the jail, it's very high up here, and the smaller signs are hard to read. But I can feel every word. Thank you." But the funniest part is the community notes tab on Twitter said the following: "There was only one person outside the jail
July
to sign." So apparently it's not as many people as I thought. But aside from that, there's even fans outside the jail doing push-ups for Andrew Tate.
I know Andrew's proud. Good squeeze, good karma.
Come on, good
power level right
take
there.
Y'all weird ass home.
Yes, sir. You see that? That's what Andrew wants us to do. Brotherhood, take care of your body, take care of your family.
Respect, nigga, but take your ass home.
There's nothing to get locked up about.
And then there's also this video right here that a few fans recorded from outside the detention center, where you can actually see Andrew peeking his head through one of the windows.
He's doing a keto. He's doing a keto. No.
That is Andrew Tate right there. He's
That's
watching
crazy.
us record this video, and nobody's going to offer this perspective that we're going to offer. And Andrew Tate's the only one that's going to understand it, and he's going to take our advice, and he will fly us out and have a meeting and a podcast with us.
Them niggas trying to get flued out, ain't they?
Yeah, the funniest part here is that some reports are saying that a lot of people were coming out here from different parts of the world to support Andrew, but apparently there was really only one visible supporter. And I don't know if it was the guy who spent $50,000, but yeah, that man that we just talked about, he spent $50,000 to travel from Dubai to Miami. Pretty crazy, right? That's a lot of money. And then we have dudes doing push-ups and shit. Personally, I don't think it's that serious, but
right,
that's
like
one
what
way
the
to
fuck
support.
y'all doing?
While Tate's supporters are doing push-ups and shit outside, his lawyer actually spoke about a few other things as far as some of the threats that he's facing in jail. So apparently Andrew and his brother have been harassed by other inmates, and his lawyer was saying that when prisoners walk past their cells, they call the brothers a word beginning with P. I'm sure you know what that word is, right? And so these allegations that Andrew and his brother are facing have obviously placed a target on both of their backs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing too. I want to hit on this a little bit more, because in the outside world, Andrew Tate is a former kickboxer. He is the millionaire guy, the so-called top G, and one of the most recognizable faces, at least on the men's side. But of course, behind bars, none of that stuff, of course, holds any weight. So of course, the status that you have on the outside world doesn't necessarily protect you. And in a lot of cases, fame can make you a bigger target because everybody already knows who you are and what you've been accused of. Right. And also, you got some level of money. That's what Andrew Tate talks a lot about. He talks about the Bugattis and the mansions, right? And
the
that's
Bugattis?
The Bugattis! So it doesn't help that the money aspect of things and the success aspect of things is something that he's always put at the forefront. And that's the thing about Andrew Tate. He's built this audience around physical strength, male dominance, emotional control, wealth and independence, never presenting yourself as a victim, surviving pressure, rejecting weakness, the belief that powerful men are always targeted by the so-called matrix. And now he's in a situation where other men actually control his daily routine. And when you are in the legal system in this manner, you are of course at the mercy of whatever they decide. And I think for a guy like Andrew, who's built a polar opposite image of the situation that he's in as far as the control aspect, or lack of control I should say, it definitely has to sting. And that's also another aspect of it, which is Andrew is famous for telling millions of young men that nobody's coming to save them. And now he has all these lawyers and all these supporters and all these social media pages asking the government to protect him. So there's, of course, a level of irony in that. I think overall this...
I mean, not really. He's just paying lawyers. Ain't nobody coming to save him. If I'm paying for my lawyers, nobody gonna come save me. But, you know what I'm saying? Even the fact that if somebody do come save him, like, that's him. That's because he built a following and a cult. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love him and people love him and people... Like, it's different. And most men, ain't nobody coming to say, that's a very true thing. Ain't nobody coming to fucking say you better have this shit sorted out yourself and make sure, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm still waiting on the evidence. Let me see if there's any evidence actually. Has any evidence came out? Because if they had evidence, if the UK had evidence, wouldn't they have just sent it to the US already and be like, yeah, here's the evidence. Bring his ass out here. You know what I'm saying? So when I look up on Google, it says, yes, there's concrete details regarding the allegations and corroborating materials have emerged following the unsealing of U.S. federal court documents related to their Miami extradition case. So then it says, here's what the unsealed filing says. Number one, it says physical abuse allegations, webcam business, and then it says corroborating digital and physical evidence. So they say they have electronic messages, photographs. Photographs are the photographic evidence showing the physical injuries that corroborate the assault claims. That's not some like crazy evidence. Like I said, a video of P. Diddy beating up Cassie in a hotel room. Like, that's definitely you. That's definitely her, and you're definitely whooping her ass. Like, you're definitely a weirdo type shit. You know what I'm saying? Having pictures of somebody who has bruises is evidence, but it's not like something where it's like, you definitely did it. She could have got bruises from anywhere. And then it says witness statement. So that's really not no evidence. Like, that's not no like video. They said they got messages, pictures of bruises, and witness statements. So if that's all they got, I don't think they gonna get extradited, because they are U.S. citizens. Remember that. So I don't know how that shit worked for real, but I know it got something to do with all that political shit. I don't know. I ain't too deep into politics, nigga. I'm 27 years old. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I do know that I ain't seen no damn evidence. Not no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And even the pictures, I haven't seen any pictures. I haven't seen any messages. So I'm gonna try to see if there's more that I could actually see and real messages that I could read. But yeah, we're gonna see how this shit go. I ain't got nothing to say yet. I ain't got too big strong of an opinion, because they got some crazy allegations. They got some child freaky weird shit allegations. You know what I'm saying? Weirdo. So it's like, I ain't jumping on the train to defend them, but I also ain't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go crazy on their ass either, you know?